Hello and welcome. I will be sharing photos from last night's Halloween party. It was the Free Turtleboy and Free Karen Reed Halloween party. It took place in Malden, Massachusetts. It was a great time. I was overwhelmed with all the energy that was there. There were so many people there. I think there was like 200, maybe more. But it was a really good time. So this is a photo of Aiden Kearney and myself. He was kind enough to take a couple of selfies with me. I forget who he said he was. I think he was playing I think his costume was a detective, but I'm not 100%. Anyway, it's he did a good job. And this is DJ from Calling All Beings, Cab. He has his own YouTube channel. And he was a load of fun as per usual. If you guys ever watch DJ on Calling All Beings, he's like this beaming, fiery energy like all the time. And it's fun, and he's exactly like that in person. He does not he does not disappoint. He's who he is on his channel is who he is in person. It's great. Yeah, we were having a blast. I wish I took videos, but I did not take any videos. And Scott McGinnis was kind enough to pose with us as well, DJ and I. And the person taking the photos is Glen Lake. Glen Lake drove down to Malden from Vermont. And if you guys don't know, Glen Lake is a massive contributor to the Karen Reed community, the Free Karen Reed community, Free Turtleboy community. Glen Lake is his YouTube handle. And if you're ever in any of these major channels like Aussie Insider or Maza or The Glarer, you will usually notice Glen Lake in the chat section, in the live chats, and he's one to donate multiple memberships in support of these channels, and he super chats, and he's constantly giving. He's generous. Generous is a better word. And he's been recognized for his generosity in the community. So if you guys happen upon Glen Lake on YouTube, please send him some love. Again, he drove all the way down from Vermont to be there, and he took photos, and I hung out with Glen Lake for most of the night. And what's funny is that Glen Lake, like, I didn't know it was Scott McGinnis. Like, how could I know it was Scott McGinnis? But somehow Glen Lake immediately looked at him and he knew that it was Scott McGinnis despite the costume. Yeah, it was great. So this was Scott McGinnis and DJ and I, and Scott McGinnis also hung out with us at the table for a little bit. So good times. Another photo. And this is Glen Lake. I took a couple selfies with him, but this is him. This is the real Glen Lake. I agreed to cover his face, so out of respect for him, and out of humor, I put Canton Confidential sucks over his face, and he was perfectly happy about it. He fully stands behind this statement. Anyway, like I said, Glen Lake and I hung out for most of the night, and chit-chatted. I didn't dance. I normally would dance, but I was not in a dancing mood, and I think Glen Lake and I had a lot to talk about. So it was good times either way. I was able to walk around and take photos of various costumes. And if I'm not mistaken, the people here in their inflatable costumes, the rooster and the dinosaur, I believe they were celebrating their 26th anniversary last night. The DJ made an announcement about it, so that was cool. Several people dancing on the dance floor. And Glen Lake told me who these people were, but I don't remember, because I don't remember who they were. But they were having a good time, really getting down. There were a couple of people walking around with the American flag, and in judge costumes. There were multiple Beverly Canonis there. I loved it. It was so nice, and the wigs were spot on. More people dancing on the dance floor. And it was a great time, guys. It was harmonious. Everyone had a good time. There weren't any issues whatsoever. It was nice to be in the energy of everyone who was there for the same reason. That we were all there for justice and for truth. So it was just great to be there and to feel everyone there, to feel this sort of solidarity, while also feeling this energy of fun in the air. Like everyone was there in solidarity and having fun. And I gotta tell you guys, there were there were senior citizens getting down. I've been to Halloween parties before. I've been to concerts and shows before. If you guys don't know, I'm a metalhead, and so I go to metal shows. I love them. I love the music. I love getting down. But guys, this Halloween party was a lot more fun than some of the metal shows I've been to, some of the Halloween parties I've been to, because there were people of all ages, shapes, and sizes dancing and having a great time on the dance floor. And, you know, if you go to like a metal show, a lot of times everyone kind of looks the same, you know, and everyone kind of, you know, behaves the same and rocks out and what have you, moshes. But it is kind of a certain demographic, you know, everyone wearing black or what have you. Here in the Halloween party, it was all kinds of people just having a great time. And I'm telling you guys, they were like feeling it. They were feeling the music. It was wonderful to see. And again, even though I wasn't dancing, I was dancing vicariously through them. It was the energy was contagious. More photos of people at the tables. And when we got there, when Glen Lake and I sat at our table, the table already had like snacks on it, and rubber duckies and rubber turtles. Anyway, it was just neat. And a group of people walked around. Oh, here's a Beverly Cannoni right here. Love it. I'll allow it. Right. These folks were generous enough to get up from their seats, guys. They got up from their seats where they were sitting at their table, and they agreed to take photos, pose for me. So thank you guys. If you guys are watching this, thank you for posing for me. You guys had awesome costumes. I mean, these guys are just like, how could you not want to hang out with them? They're just so much fun. And that's how everyone was last night. They were so much fun. To my right is Maza from Maza Media. Again, kind enough to take a selfie with DJ and I. DJ and his energy, nonstop energy. It's good, good times. And I'm just, so you know, guys, I am laughing and with my eyes closed because of DJ, because he's great. Okay. This is Rita Lombardi from Canton. And yes, my eyes were closed, but I took another one. She was kind enough to pose with me. I have met her before in the demonstration that I attended, and she's a great, powerful woman. You know, she understands the importance of this message of the Free Karen Read movement. She understands what it really means, ultimately, and that really it can happen to anybody. What happened to Karen Read, a good person, can happen to anybody. And Rita has sweat, blood, and tears in this movement for all her efforts. So I commend her, and I have a lot of respect for her. So Rita, if you're watching this, thank you for posing with me. More Halloween decor. This one turned on and off. I wanted to capture it. More images of the dance floor. I believe this was when everyone was doing the Macarena. Yeah, guys, they did the Macarena. Okay, they did. It was legit. There were lots of people in prisoner costumes. And a lot of creative costumes too. A lot of people had their costumes as inside jokes for the Karen Read case and the Turtleboy case. So that was really nice to watch. But there were also like traditional costumes like witches and ghosts, vampires, things like that. More images of people sitting at their tables. There were also people dressed in cop uniforms, Boston PD uniforms, Canton PD uniforms, which was cool to see. I believe that's Aiden Kearney talking to someone. More people. And more images of the dance floor. And that dance floor got packed at times. It got really packed. It really was a party, guys. And it was a good time. And if Aiden hosts another one next year, I do intend to go. More photos of the dance floor. Good times. They had raffles. So a lot of things at the party were part of the donation, like the raffles and the food and the drinks. So it was nice that you could go and buy a drink, buy food, and get raffles. And part of the money was going toward the legal fund for Karen Read and Aiden Kearney. As we all know, good lawyers are not cheap. And more images of people at their tables. And there were lots of rubber duckies everywhere, guys. Look. Someone was dressed as a duck, as a rubber ducky. Anyway, I thought it was a great costume. I don't think I got a picture of it. But anyway, there were rubber duckies everywhere. More images of people dancing on the dance floor. A bit blurry. More photos of the tables and the dance floor. I guess it's mostly the tables here, no dance floor. I do wish I got more photos of people in their costumes. Yeah, next time. Another angle of the room. This is from the back of the room where the tables were, and then just beyond the tables was the dance floor and the stage, and the DJ was on the stage. Yeah. So I have spoken with Aiden Kearney like a total of 3 times in my life, and during all 3 conversations, I asked him the question, have you seen microdots? I asked Aiden when I was in Dedham at the courthouse, and I asked Aiden twice last night, have you seen microdots? And all 3 times, Aiden's response was, yeah, he was here. He's somewhere. Yeah, he's here. He's somewhere. And I couldn't find him. Glen Lake, Glen tried to help me find microdots, Richie microdots, but we could not find him. So, microdots, if you're watching, I tried to find you and I couldn't find you. But next time, I would have loved to take a selfie with Richie. More images. And they would occasionally turn the lights on. And this was actually the entrance. As you were walking in, they had these inflatable snakes. It's pretty cool. This is right as you walk in, right at the door, was this humongous inflatable clown, I guess. Spooky, it inspired clown, I guess. It was neat. I took a photo of this because I was saying earlier, but I didn't finish my sentence, that a group of people walked around the tables, and they came up to Glen Lake and I, and they were like, do you want evidence bags? Do you want evidence bags? And we're like, yeah, evidence bags, yeah. And they gave each of us these brown paper bags with the letter E on them. Fucking Canton PD, you know? Fucking Massachusetts State Troopers. Like, guys, there are so many inside jokes from this case, despite how tragic it is. Okay? Of course, guys, it will always be a tragic story. Okay? That's the big picture. That's ultimately the truth of the John O'Keefe, Karen Reed case. It's a tragic story. But within that story are elements of inside jokes that no one in Canton is ever going to let live down. Like these are eternal inside jokes that all of us will have. Whether it's the evidence bags, the solo cups. There was also someone dressed as a solo cup. I did not take a photo. I should have. You know, I'm just saying, guys, there are multiple things. And the rubber duckies, and again, Beverly Cannoni herself. Beverly Cannoni herself is like a walking meme, okay? It will never not be fun to use her as an inside joke. And it's like, in a way, within this tragedy, we transcend into the love and into the humor and in our solidarity. Like, we are absolutely entitled, okay? We absolutely have the right to troll the people who covered this shit up, including the Canton PD, the Alberts, the McCabe's, and Higgins, okay? We absolutely have the right to troll them for all eternity, and the MSP, okay? Because they fucked up. They fucked up hard, and they did it on purpose, okay? They covered this shit up on purpose. So in this tragedy, and in this cover-up, and in this corruption, we still find elements of light, of humor, and of things that we can all sort of expel our frustrations through. And it's the inside jokes that we will always have. And I saw a lot of inside jokes last night. I just love these people. I love this community. And this was what was inside the evidence bags. It was actually just the 2 rubber duckies. But I got the turtle and the other ducky and the spider from the table as souvenirs. I also I also wanted to say that some people came there from other states besides Glen Lake. Like I said, Glen Lake came from Vermont. A few people came from South Carolina. I believe someone came from Texas, and DJ from Calling All Beings, he came from Colorado. And even though DJ was already going to be in Massachusetts for a reunion, the fact that he made it last night to the party, just, it says a lot. Like this movement is alive and well, people. And people attended this party in Massachusetts, and they came from all over the country. So it was a sight to see. There was also a Jennifer McCabe person, like someone dressed up as Jennifer McCabe, and it was so great. And I really wish I got a photo with them, and I really wish I got her name, but she did an amazing job portraying Jennifer McCabe. And I would tell you what she said, but I would fail in the delivery. Just, it was a great time. It was a great time. You know, Jennifer McCabe herself, too, will also forever be an inside joke. Guys, there was also, God. Guys, there was also someone dressed as a tooth. There was someone dressed as a tooth. Like, as in Jennifer McCabe, the tooth. Oh, it was so great. And I did not get a photo of that costume either. But, gosh, there were so many photos I wish I would have taken. But there was a lot going on, and you know, I also wanted to be present in what was happening between the party and the people at my table, and again communicating with Glenn at the table. It's just there were so many good things going on simultaneously, and it's hard to capture it all. But I really want to say thank you to Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn, if you are watching this, Charlie Lynn, YouTube handle Charlie Lynn-143. Charlie Lynn is also a generous contributor to the Free Karen Reed community, Free Turtleboy community. Charlie Lynn was going to attend the Halloween party last night, but she wasn't able to because her schedule changed. And in her generosity, folks, in Charlie Lynn's generosity, she messaged me on Signal and offered to give me the tickets that she purchased for herself. And she emailed me the tickets, and that's how I was able to go last night. Yeah, I wasn't, when this party was announced, I was not set on going. I work on the weekends, so I was not set on going on to the party, and I wasn't set on like committing to it. But the fact that Charlie Lynn purchased her tickets despite not knowing if she could commit to it says a lot about about her commitment to the movement. You know, she wasn't committed to the party, but she was committed to the movement enough to purchase the tickets anyway, not knowing if she could go. And she gifted me the tickets. I love her for that. I think she's got such a big heart for that. She didn't have to give me the tickets. She could have given them to anyone else. And thanks to Charlie Lynn, Glen Lake was also able to attend. Myself and Glen Lake took the tickets that Charlie Lynn gave us. So thank you, Charlie Lynn, if you're watching this. Thank you. And I feel like I owe you one, even though you gifted me this. I feel like if you need anything, please reach out to me. I owe you one. It was a great time, and I wish you would have been there. You know, I think you would have enjoyed yourself too, and and I would have loved to meet you. I wanted to show this image again because I didn't explain my costume. I was I only wore the witch hair and the witch hat to have a costume. I wasn't really a witch. What I really wanted to wear was my truth shirt. My shirt reads truth, and the reason I chose it is because I that was my inside joke for this party, and it was that there is nothing scarier to the McCabe's, the Alberts, and Higgins than the truth coming out and all of them being held responsible. You know, they have to live for the rest of their lives in fear that the truth is constantly chasing them. And it's growing closer as more people have tuned into this case around the world. Around the world, guys. This is an international case in that people from all over the world have their eyes on this case, and they are watching what the Supreme Court in Massachusetts is going to do with these charges. Okay? And so too is the ACLUM, as we learned from their amicus brief. They too are watching what the Supreme Court is going to do with these charges against Karen Read. So I went to the party last night as the truth, because there is nothing scarier to the McCabe's and the Alberts and Higgins. I am happily their worst nightmare. Thank you for watching.